Hi guys, g'day, welcome to my channel Chit Chat Down Under. Okay, if you're new to my channel, normally I would be doing a TEMU haul right now. However, tonight I'm changing it up and I'm going to showcase some of my completed art projects, such as, or craft projects more, and mostly cards. I have some card packs, I have journals, I have some little gift card holders. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do tonight, and I'll get right into it, and I'll start with some basic cards. So this is one of the cards I made, and it's in the shape of a handbag, and this one has a little feather dress, and I also make them like that with butterflies, and it's just really cute little handbag type one, and I'll put that in there. Next up, I have made some Get Well cards. They're all mixed up, guys, so mostly my cards are three-dimensional. I did show you some of Mum's cards that she did haul from TEMU, and they were diamond painting cards, and they were also three-dimensional. But most of my cards are three-dimensional. I do sometimes just buy a postcard, which is like this in this case, and then I will copy it a couple of times and make it into a 3D picture. So that's a Van Gogh, of course. These are very simple. They're just a basic card, and these are just pictures of just a bit of little gold accents, and that's a little Dutch card. My mum and dad, well, Dad was Dutch, he's no longer with us, but Mum's Dutch. And then I also have just an anniversary card, which has been blinged up a little bit. And then these are a bereavement card or sympathy, just a plain iris, again with the same one within black, same one but different bling, and also that sort. And they're all three-dimensional, and I like them. Then I also have marriage cards which fold out. They're blank inside, and the little box is three-dimensional. This one has, I don't know why they've still got prices on them. I don't sell my cards anymore. I used to, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And this one's three-dimensional. It's just cardstock that you can buy in the shop, little set that you buy, and then you just buy the bifold cardstock. This one's just a normal size cardstock, and you can buy them in all different colors at the cheap shop as well. And that's just that's got material lace overlay and just a lace little veil. And this one's actually really pretty. This is my favorite. This looks like a proper little suit with the collar that sticks out, and then she's got a dress, and they're for marriage. So I have a few of each that I've done. I've also done some kitty ones which have an actual little doll on them, and I have done them in a few different colours, different sort of, I've done them in that style, which is a trifold. That one opens up. And then I've also got a purple one, and they're just really cute to give a little girl as a gift, to put a card to give with a gift. I've had to wet my hair down because it's raining here. My hair was out here, so I've just quickly wet my hair because it was all over the place. Okay, then I've also done some cards with birds, because this was a card pack that I bought. So that they were 6 cards, and I've just cut the cards, and then I've put little diamantes or little pearls all the way around, and just made it different shapes. And they're all bird ones. So they were full-size cards, but I just cut them down make them odd shapes, add a little butterfly here and there, add some little pearls. So yes, they're not they're not in a row. You have to put each separate pearl onto it. And it just gives it a different look. Very simple. And I think I picked up the cards at I think it was a opportunity shop, op shop. And I just simply cut them out. I think I paid maybe $2 for the pack of 6 and made 6 little cards, but changed it up a bit so it wasn't the same. And then these ones were also at the same shop. They were also bird cards, but what I did is I bought 3 packs of each, and I think they were going for $1 for a pack of 6. So I bought 3 packs and I made 3-dimensional, so there's 3 layers, if you can see that. So you just cut the original, so the first card goes at the back, the second card has the 2 birds, and then the third one you just cut that part out. And so you make it into a 3-dimensional card. And it only cost me $3 and I made 6 cards. Oh, actually that one goes like that. No. How does that one go? Oh, I think it goes like that. So yeah. And they make really pretty cards. And that's just $3 worth of cards, and you've just make it into a 3-dimensional one. And you can do that with any card packs, guys. If you see something that's really pretty and it's just very plain because it's just a 2-dimensional card, then just buy a couple of packs. And you can, this one's also 3-dimensional because I've raised the little background and put the extra bird on the front. And then that one I've done similar to the other one, but again, I've put this little bird to the forefront is double, and then also his wing is a triple layer. And that's what you get. You get that sort of effect by simply buying 2 or 3 packs of the same set and then just blinging it up a bit. Next, I have made some flower cards. Again, these are bought as packs. They're bought, I think, a sheet which has 3 different sets on it. And then you just put it onto some cardstock, add a bit of your silver tape, a little bit of washi tape, or the little corners, the little picture corners, and just add that to it, and it just blings it up beautifully. And of course, they've all got their own envelope. So I buy these packs of cards. I think sometimes you can get them now at the art shops for maybe, I don't know, $2.50 for a pack of 8 with, you know, 8 cards with an envelope. And I also have bought some that maybe 6 packs for about $2. And they're all different colours. And then all I do is I get the A4 sheets of copying paper or printing paper, and I just cut them into 2s. So halve them, and then I fold them in half again, and I insert those into the middle, into these cards so that they can write on it. Or if the card's white, you can just leave it. You don't have to put an insert. Now these ones were a card pack that I bought, I think from maybe Kaisercraft, and it just had the coloured paper, and then it gave you a few little ideas on what to do. And I also had the little packs of, I had these little things left over out of different card packs, and I just made up a whole bunch of cards. So you got all of these in the same card pack, all these papers. And I think it was just little bits and pieces, and I just made up a whole bunch of the same sort of thing with cardstock that I had, and you just add a little thank you or whatever, and then you just make up a whole heap of cards out of the same sort of thing. So that one was a little rainbow, and then that was a rainbow done a bit differently, and then another rainbow. And then the last, oh no, that's that one with just a few little diamantes and little love hearts. And the last one out of that one. See, I keep, now this little black thing here, that was out of a set of, you can get little words in them. See, that comes out of them. So that's a little thing where you get little words, and I just keep them, and then I just throw them on there, and then just put one of the words across, and you've got a little card. And you can also do this with bits of paper that you've got left over, and I'll show you an example of what you can do with little bits of paper. So this lot of cards I used, you know how you end up with, so you end up with a whole bunch of paper, and you've got little odd bits, you've got little strips that you might have, you've got different colours, different card packs where you've got little bits out of. And what I've done is I've cut them into strips, and I've just put them onto a card, glued them on, and then put a prose on it. And this one I've done the quilting look. You just cut little squares out of all your different card packs, because you might only have a card strip like that left from maybe journaling or card making. Don't throw those bits away, guys, because you can just chop them all up and mix and match and make a nice little card like that. Again, you can just give it the washi tape look. Just strips of paper that I had left over from different projects. And these are all just leftover bits of paper, which most would help if, I know it was the right way around. Yeah, just little bits of paper that you have left that a lot of people just throw in the bin, but I collect them, I put them in a little folder, and then I try to make likewise. So these ones were all flowers, and then these were out of one of the books I had that had all the different strips, and you just mix and match the colours as best you can. Same ones again, but different. I put them different angles, and then you can just cut a piece of white cardstock out and just put your words on top and raise it a bit, and it just gives it a beautiful look. And you can get such beautiful, these ones are just more plain. And again, this was the same as that black grid where the words came off. You just cut a few of the strips off, add a little heart, and look, it gives it a wonderful effect. Just keep everything, guys. You can make so many beautiful cards out of bits of everything. It makes no difference. Just any little bits of scrap papers make beautiful little cards. And you don't have to be really artsy. You can just put them together. These ones are just made, you just cut squares and then cut them in half again, and then just put the little triangle bits on and make it look like a quilt. And then I've just stuck a little bit of paper on that looks like a frame, and it gives it a really nice effect. So your imagination is the only thing holding you back. Just go with the flow. And then this was another card pack that I did, and it was just a couple of, it was only 4 little cards. They're little butterfly girls. And so it gives you the background paper, and then you can just, I just add these little hearts. I just cut them out with a little punch, and or just add little bling bits. They don't all have to be the same, and they're just pretty little cards. And that's what you do. You just spend a day making all these. If you have a die cutter, that's what I use. I just got a whole bunch of die cutters and just use that to punch out all your bits. I just spend a day with Mum the other day making embossed papers. We cut out quite a few thank yous, best wishes, happy anniversary, that sort of thing. And then, yeah, and then you spend another day cutting bits out. These are all hand coloured. So again, these are die cut, and then you just put them together. And I added the little dress patterns. You could even cut it out of material if you wanted to, and then you just have a background paper on there. And they're just cute little little dolls. They look like little dolls. And they're easy to make. You can make all different colours. And now that's the same one, guys, and look how different they look. That's 3 of the same, and yet they all have a different look. Because it depends on what you put on the back. This is another die cut one. That's the Holly Hobby Girl from the way back from the 70s. And then that's another die cut set. And you can just bling it up, do whatever. That's another one of the same little elephant, but done differently. And it's just whatever you feel like doing. Then I made some of these, which are little baby cards. Again, they're 3-dimensional. I like the old-fashioned cards. I remember these used to be little things that were around when I was a kid. These used to be pictures that people had on their white cots, if you remember. They used to have the pictures of these sitting on the back of the cots. And that's just a little doggy for a pet owner. And then also, these photos are not real babies, guys. These are reborn dolls that I have made. And I thought, wouldn't that be nice if you did a baby card and put a little photo of a baby on there, which looks like a baby, but it's not. It's actually one of my reborn dolls. This one I actually kept because it's, I made it to, it looks like my daughter Nikki that does hauls with me. And yeah, these are all dolls I have made. These 2 have been adopted. And on the back I have got written, so inside the card it says, the day has finally come, the pain begins to reel. You never could imagine just how this would feel. Then when it's all over and there's finally peace, there's the incessant crying that doesn't seem to cease. In between the whining, you try to catch a wink, but once again the wailing starts so loud you cannot think. Here's the precious bundle that fills your heart with joy, lying here so tranquilly. Watch out, she's being coy. As soon as you sit down to eat, it's hungry she will be, and while your food grows cold and hard, she'll be spitting peas. Now the day's so beautiful, you put her in her buggy or pram. Suddenly you smell that smell, you best take that stock in Huggies. All of this is normal, but watch for what's ahead, because it's when she gets older that you should fear and dread. So anyway, that's just something I put in there. So that's all those little kitty cards. And then we have, I did a whole bunch, oh there's another one, a little kitty one for kitties. There's another, the same one but different. Then I did a whole bunch of flowers with birds, and again these were on sheets, and I think they came in maybe 3 sheets, and they had a bunch of different birds, and I'll just find them for you. So that's another one, and then we had that one. And so you bling it up the way you want, guys. You can put whatever you like. You can put diamantes, or you can have, like I've done with the silver paper, or you can simply put little butterflies, which are stickers. You can put just a border if you like, or you can just leave it plain. It's up to you. This one came with a pack of just, these were what they were, and so I just punched out some butterflies, stuck it on a card, raised it, and then put that on as an accent. So the sky's the limit, guys. You can do whatever. And there's another one of the butterfly ones. Oops. And there's another one. So that one I just put 3 butterflies and then put the little, which way does that one go? Hang on. Which way have I got that one going? Oh yeah, that's probably right. So see, you can make different sorts. It's all up to you. You do you. So that's the birdie ones. And then we have, I did some flower ones, which were, again, they were just punch out cards. So you just punch, I think you get maybe, I don't know, you might get, I think, 3 or 4. And I've probably sold some of them, so these ones are different. This is another different set. Am I holding it up right? Sorry if I'm holding it upside down, guys. I'm trying to see that it's up the right way. And then that one's, that's quite pretty. I like that one. That one's really pretty. And again, you don't have to do it the same as me. You can do whatever you like. And of course these open, so the front part opens and that's the open part, and then it also has a third one that opens the other way. Or you can have these ones, and I just simply put a piece of card that I stick behind and then it just opens. Yeah, so they were the flower ones. And then you have, these are also cards that I've made from bits of leftover paper. And I just latticed, you just lattice some card and then just shove a little thing on. And that's simply that. These were pieces of paper that I had which were odd shaped. So I just threw them through a die cutter and then just put them on there. Just made geometric shapes. This one I just stuck 2 lots on. 2 of the same die cut, put it on. Oops, would help if it was up the right way. Is it? No, it was the right way. There you go. Sorry. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. And they're all different colour. I just use different coloured papers. And if you have your inks, you can even ink the paper. If you don't have coloured paper, you can ink the paper, which I have also done, and I will show you some examples. But see, they're just simple and they're effective. They're just a simple little card with just the same sort of thing but done differently. And because what I like, somebody else might not like. So you've got to make cards that you necessarily might not like. But that's okay because somebody else will like it. Again, this is bits of paper that I had left, and I've just put them together and made little cards. You just strip it. And they're all the same type of paper, but done differently. These ones were done on an angle. And it doesn't matter what colours they are, as long as you put colours together that will match, sort of. And look, I've made a whole heap of cards out of it, which normally I wouldn't. And it's quite effective. It looks pretty. The colours are okay. Put a bit of stripping on. Put a bit of little stickers on. And you've got yourself a nice little card. And it looks classy. Well, I think they do. Some of these papers have gold on them. And that's a whole bunch of paper I would have thrown away. And I just thought, I'm going to keep that. It might come in handy. And look how many cards I made out of it. Out of the same bunch of paper, I ended up with all of these cards. And they're all similar but different. Next up, oops, they're falling out. Okay, these, I'll do my favourite ones last. Okay, all right, we'll do some of these. All right, now these ones also are made from paper that I had left over. And what I did is I origamied some of it and just stuck it onto a card. So you just fold these pieces and that's it. So you can probably if you have 6" by 6" papers, you can cut them in 4 and then fold them, and you've got lovely little cards, and they've got a little gem in the middle. Again, another one with a little gem. And this one's folded slightly differently. This one, so these ones are with the point facing in, and these are with the point facing out. And that's the only difference. See, so these ones, they point out. These ones, it's exactly the same shape, but you point them in. to make a star. That's the only difference. And that's the effect you get. And then these are a different fold. And you join them all together. And you get that sort of effect. So don't throw bits of paper away, guys, because you can get so many wonderful pictures out of it. Next up, we have a whole bunch. I did a whole bunch of Peter Rabbit, which are these, and they're all three-dimensional, and they're very fiddly, a lot of work, but it's worth it because that's the effect you get. You get such a pretty little card out of it. There's another one, Jemima Paddle Duck, I think it's called, and Peter Rabbit. And then, oh, that's still one from the other lot, the fairy one. And then you've got the Pussycat. And they're just simple little cards, guys. This is one of my favourites. I love that one. And then you just draw a little bit of rain. Got the toad. And that one's a three-dimensional as well. And then this one is, again, toad. But a different one with little chicks. You just put the accent in the middle. You don't have to. You can put it at the top. This one's a different one. So that's for a little baby. And then you've got the toad jumping. And I just think it's really nice that they end up like that. That's for a baby. And then that's the same one. It's exactly the same but different corners. And then there's that one. It's a smaller version of the big one in the black. So you can make them however you want. I think that's all of, oh no, here we go, I've got a few more. There's another one. And there's another one. So this one, you cut out that with a punch and it just gives it a different effect. And then that's another one of the same picture again, but added little ones on the side. So that's all of those sorts. And these cards are all falling out of the box. Sorry guys, it's all over the floor. And then we have, I made just a couple of teddy bears. Now these, I think I have 3 different ones. So there's that one, bringing a little letter. And you can actually, you can cut that letter out, cut that off and put an actual little envelope, make a little envelope with a little note, and you can add that to it instead. That's a little one picking flowers. And I think that's the only one. And then I've got, that's another Van Gogh famous picture. And then we have a little girl with wings, which is quite cute. And then we have this cute little girl on the beach. And what else have we got? Oh, and then I've made some. I used to live next door to a lady, and they used to teach rock and roll or rockabilly dancing, and so she asked me to make up a whole heap of rock and roll cards, which I did, and these are just some of the few that I kept. And that's of course Marilyn Monroe and Elvis, and they're all three-dimensional. And all I did was I went online on my computer and I downloaded a whole bunch of pictures. I'm getting a sore arm. A whole bunch of pictures from the internet, just rock and roll stock, and then I just printed them a couple of times and made them into three-dimensional cards, and they were very popular. I think I made 180 rock and roll cards, and I only kept 4, the rest all sold. Okay, next up we have, that one's out of the other set. Next we have these, and they are, so these ones are really pretty old-fashioned girls. And they're a lot of work, but they're really worth it. There's one with a fan. And I give them little earrings. And then I have, oh, hang on, got some more animals. Just a few little cat ones for cat lovers. And then some birds. Oh, it's cute. And then we have that one. That one's just flat. Must have been one that I just had left over. Another cat one, 3-dimensional. And another little cat one. And I also had a lady who once came to our house. She was one of those dog wash ladies, and they come to the house and they wash an animal. And she asked me to make some cards with dogs for people who lost their dog. So they were a sympathy card for dogs. So I went and bought a whole heap of different dog breed cards and made 3-dimensional cards out of it, and she gave them to her customers who lost their dog that she used to wash. And that's just a little die cut one with blue silver paper. And then I have, did I show you those? Yes, did I show you those? I think I did. Then we have our geisha girls, which I absolutely love. And these are the most detailed. These are about 5 or 6 layers. As you can see, they're quite a few layers. A lot of work in these, and I put backgrounds on them as well, which you don't normally. Normally you have these that you cut, and then that's it. You don't have backgrounds. So I try to find backgrounds that are appropriate. So that one's sort of a little bit. So they're very, very detailed. That's another beautiful one. They're a lot of work, guys, but oh, they're so pretty. Very, very pretty. That one's pretty good. I like the background on that one. It's very Japanese. I hope it's Japanese. It'd be terrible if it was Chinese. I can't read it. But aren't they pretty? So much work. And I put all the little beads, you know, in their hair. I put some up here. I don't know if you can see them. And like this one, I love this one. This is my favorite. I love that. I hope, is it Japanese? I hope that's Japanese. Isn't it pretty? I love that. And then there's that one. And then there's that one. So they're a lot of work. And there's that one. And the last one, that one. That's pretty. That's probably my favourite one with the umbrella. That's really pretty. Or parasol, I suppose. So that's those ones. And then we've had those. And I think we've had these, or haven't we? Okay, these ones are also like an origami. And what it is, they're actually just, these are circles. So they're, I think, a 1-inch circle. And I think there's 8. Yeah, there's 8 pieces of 8 circles here. And you just fold the sides in and then you place them, and that's the effect you get. These ones I've just put the foil paper behind them, And these ones, another foil paper behind it, different colours. Now these are double-sided paper, and you just cut eight of the circles out, and then you use 4 from the one colour and 4 from the other colour. Same piece of paper, just 8 circles cut out of it. Again, foil paper, double-sided, one side's blue, one side's orange. And then it's just 8 circles, 8 1-inch circles, folded, and just put next to each other. Again, double-sided with the pink, and they just are really pretty. And then you can also do them without the foil paper. Again, these are 8, but they're set up differently a little bit. And then I just add the little bling bits. And then these ones, this is what I was telling you before. So this is a white card. And then I just, with my ink pad, I used the blush brush, and I just added blue in the middle and then yellow at the ends, and then put it onto that. And it just gives it a totally different effect. And then we have, again, I have done the same sort of thing here with orange and red and pink to give it a bit of different colouring. And again, this is these are circles of paper, and they're just folded differently. Very simple. I'll just have a bit of drink. And these ones are also, these are 9 circles, and all I've done is folded in the outside till it makes a square. And this is the same double-sided paper, and you just cut out 9, and 5 of them you put one way and 4 of them you put the other. So these ones are, the blue is on the inside with the orange folded in, and these ones are the orange side with the blue side folded in. And then you just butt them up together in a pattern, and that's what you get. And it's just that simple. Same again. Same page, different colour. Just one white, one coloured. And it's just double-sided paper. And you use the same double-sided paper and just cut out 9 1-inch pieces of paper in the circle punch, 1-inch punch, and you just fold them in. So I just spend a whole day folding papers, and then I put them in I put the 9 that I want to use into a little tiny Ziploc bag about that big. After they're folded, I just shove them in there, and then when I'm ready, I grab the cardstock and I go and make them up. And that's what you get. These ones are all folded the same way. These ones as well. And of course, those ones were the ones where you use one way, one the other. So that's the different effect you get. Okay? And then there's that sort. And they're all the same idea, just different colours. Just different colours. So that's without silver behind it, the foil, and that's with the foil. So you can see, totally different. Again, that one's with foil. That one's with foil. That one's with. And this one actually looks a bit Japanesey because I use the Japanese style paper. And it's really pretty. And these are just the same, again, the same sort of thing, same paper, just different look. These ones are one way, you do half one way, and this one's all the same. And that's a different effect you get. And they're really quickly made up. If you, like I said, you just spend a whole afternoon cutting out all your little, your 1-inch punch, your proses, your words, get your papers ready, and you just spend a whole day punching out little things, and then you spend the next day looking at what you want to do, putting them all together. And then also what I do with papers, when I do journaling, sometimes you have a little strip left over, and with these are like hand painted, they almost look like hand painted paper packs, and it's actually out of one book, and these were the strips that were left over, and I just made a bunch of cards out of it, bookmarks I should say. So what I did is I made a whole stack of cards with this paper pack, which was I think a $17.99 paper pack or book from Spotlight, and then they had the flowers, and I just made up a whole heap of cards, and this was left over, and I just made up a pack of 6 cards. I'll show you sort of what I did, and I also made up these folders. And so what happens is you end up with a little strip that's left over, and that's what these are. So I just laminated them all, put a little piece of ribbon on, and then added them to the little card pack. So I sell the little card packs. You make the little folder out of the paper, you put a little ribbon on it, and inside you have handmade cards. So you have a whole bunch of cards, and then I matched the bookmark with the paper that I used for the folder, not with all of them, and then I just shoved a couple of cards in that I had. So I think this is a pack of 6. So just 6 random cards. And what I did is you put the 6 cards in, put a little bookmark in the folder, join it together, shove it in a thing, and what I did is in my congregation, I actually gave all the women in my congregation, I think it was just after COVID, after we had the lockdown, so we didn't have to be locked down anymore, I actually gave all of the women in the congregation, I gave them a pack. Well, 90% of them anyway. I don't know if I actually got every single one, but mostly I got nearly every single lady in the Cong, and I gave them each a little pack of this. And I'll just show you another one. So they're all different folders, so they're all different colours, different coloured packs, and these are just a few that I have left over. Right, so I made up a whole heap of cards, and I just thought, I think I had maybe 400, maybe 450 cards that I had made over the years, and I just thought, I'm just going to make them up and give them away. So I just made up a whole stack of cards and gave them away. And again, this one's got the matching paper, the matching to the folder, and then 6 cards. This is washi tape, and I just shoved it together in strips and then just shoved that on. And it's a Bon Voyage card because it's got all the old passport stamps. So I thought that would make a really nice Bon Voyage card. And yeah, I think it's nice. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. So, and then you just shove it in a plastic little bag. And I buy those according to the projects that I'm doing. These are perfect size for this sort of project, and also for smaller journals. And you can buy them cheap on eBay or now TEMU, of course. And then you just give that as a little gift. Now, I don't know if you want me to particularly go through each and every one, but I'll just show you one more. Actually, I'll do that one because that's a pretty rose. So these can go in there. So this is just an example of another lot. And I make all these folders myself too, just out of paper packs. These are a 12 by 12 card stock, or not card stock, they're 12 by 12 paper packs, and they're really thick. They're almost like wallpaper. And they're simply just folded up and then folded in the middle with a little, you put it into 3, so you've got a spine, and then you just add a little piece of ribbon on each side, and you've got your folder. And again, the matching little bookmark, and then I've just made a whole stack of cards, and they're all, these ones are all little star type things, and just give them. So they're the opposites, and see how different that looks, and it's the same card. And that's what I do, guys. Just make up little packs and then give them. And quite often if someone's sick, I'll send them a little card, a handmade card. And I have a card that I make. If I haven't seen someone for a long time, I will give them a card and I'll put a little tea bag in it. And I'll say, when I come for a cup of coffee, or have a cup of tea on me. And yeah, so they're quite cute. All right, so that's them. Then I also made a whole bunch of these. Now I'm only going to show you two because I don't want to keep you too long. So all it is, it's a little gift card. So if you get a little gift card, well, this is my Subway card, but you just stick it in there. So you just pop it in there, close it, and you stick that in a thing and put on there. And then when they open it, they've got a little gift card that they can use. So I've made them out of little bits of paper I had left. Again, you can make the little different shapes. You don't have to keep them the same. You can make them however you want to make them. And it's just simply a double-sided card. You put one different pattern in the inside. And all you need to do to make these is just get a gift card and make it a little bit bigger than the gift card. Just follow the shape, and then you just add a little Velcro there, and you put a little, when you put the double-sided tape in, the double-sided card, sorry, glue that in, you just glue a little tab there and a little handle, and then when you close it, you have the little dot there to close it, and it looks like a little handbag. And it's cute. So they're the girl ones. And then I also did make square ones. So they're really cute. So you can use them for gift cards. And then I also made some like that. So they're like little wallets. So they're for girls. Like that. And I'll show you the boy one. So these ones are slightly different. If I can get it out. So these are really cute. So they just open and then they just go out like that. So it's just a piece of card. So what you do is you put some double-sided tape on the gift card and you double-side tape it onto there so that when they open it, it pops up with the card. And that's it. So that double-side tapes to there so it doesn't fall out. And that's all. It's just a concertina, which is just two pieces of card, and you just fold the middle one, put a slot in it, and you just shove the card on there. And that's it. And that's a nice way to give a gift card. Rather than just hand them a card in an envelope, you can now put that in there. And so I made this one for a man, because it's got the, I'll show you closely, it's got the Wild West with a little badge, a little sheriff badge. And you can customize them however you want. You can do kiddie ones, you can do adult ones, you can do men, you can do women, boys, girls, whatever you want to do, grandmas, grandpas, and everything in between. Whoever you want to make one for. There you go. Next up, I'll show you some of these. Now, I'll just show you the colours and then I'll just open one. So these are just a few. I bought like a card pack, paper pack, and they were like marble. So I just did a whole heap of these. And I will show you one. So I just did a whole heap, right? All different colours. They're all marble type tie-dye thingies, okay? And inside, so these are pop-up cards as well. I'll just put them back the right way around. And they're all in plastic, of course, because we want to keep them nice and clean. And what you do, it's got a little belly band. So this is a belly band, and you pull that off like so, and then it opens up and it pops out. So this is how it works, right? So that's inside the card, and when they open it, you can put a little, whatever you want to say here. You can put a little white card there. You can write here what you want, and then you can, again, you can put a gift card on there if you want. Just double-sided tape on there, and that'll fold in. And then when they open it, it folds out. But it'll be stuck to it, of course. So you can do that, but these aren't gift holders, gift card holders, but you can use it for that. But you can put on there whatever you want, and it twists. See how it twists? See, it sits like that, and then when it opens, it twists out and opens. So it's a pop-up card. And then you put the belly band on, and that holds it all together, like so. And so that's another nice way to give maybe to a teenager, because they'll be really impressed if you did that for them. Or maybe not, maybe they think you're a bit goofy. So that's that sort. Oh, there's another one. And then, is that the same? Oh no, this one's different. Okay, so this is another different one. This one's also a folio one, and I'll show you what it is. And I've only got a few of these. And I just got to get out of the plastic. I hope I'm not boring you guys. So yeah, if you're not into arts, this isn't the video for you. Okay, so this one has a belly band, and then this one, I'll just check to make sure it's the right way around. Okay, so this one's a fold-out card, right? So this one's got all different things. So you can put a gift card in this one. Instead of just a plain card, you could have a gift card in there. Just sits in there, and then it opens that way. You can have a little bookmark, or you can have a little whatever. And then it also opens that way and that way. So it's got all little areas where you can put little greetings. You can put a photo in the middle. You can put a little word of advice, or you can put whatever you want to put in there. And as I said, you can put gift cards, or you can even just put, and I've put the same paper that's on there on the back. They've each got their own little thing. I don't know if they've all got it. No, that one's just plain. Sorry, it's hard to do this back to front. And yeah, so that these ones have got double-sided colours on the back, and of course they match, and that's what it is. So it folds in and out and out and in and over, and then it has the belly band which holds it all together. And you can put, as I said, you can put gift cards in there, or you can put just a recipe. You can put whatever you want in there. They're just different ideas, just different things that you can make to make the cards special. They don't all have to be just a plain greeting card. You can make them whatever you want. And then I also just put some of these. I just use a die cut to cut one edge of the card out, and just have a blank inside, and just put congratulations, whatever. Just put it on top of a present, shove it in, done. Okay, these are some men's cards that I've made. Oh, this is a really big fold-out card. I'll just show you this one quick. I've only got the one. And this one's really different. So again, it has the belly band holding it all together. And this one is like origami. So it's got all different panels. And what it does is it folds out like so. And you just, it's like geometric. And then these fold up that way. So it's a big fold out card. like that. So it's just all folded, and then it's all got pieces of card put on there. You put either a photo or whatever you want, and then it all just folds back together like that, and they fold back out. And that's all it is. It's just one flat card, and I do believe it's 12 by 12. So this is 12 by 12 cards. So that's a 12 by 12 paper. And then you have another 12 by 12 paper, and you just put a plain one 6 by 6 in the middle, and then these are just simply all folded, and that's how you put it together. You just cut all those pieces, glue them on, and then it becomes a beautiful card which is all folded up neatly, and that's it. And it's all held together with a belly band, which you make separately and use a colour that complements the card that you're using, and that's it. Just different. You could do it with so do you remember those little cards, or not cards, they used to be paper and then you fold them, I don't know what they call them, and you know, you do that, and then they had to choose, and then you open the flap. You could make that into a card. That can be a card. That's how I come up with ideas too. You just, whatever you want to do. Then I made up a whole heap of men's cards. Now these are just bought as packs like that, and you just put them together. They're three-dimensional, and I think there were 3 cars on one sheet, and I think there were 2 different sheets at the time, and I just put different coloured backgrounds on them. Just shove them on a card. There's another one, and they're the old-fashioned cards, of course, and they're men's cards, and I like that one. I love that one. Looks like a race car, so I put the black and white check to match the flag. And then I also made a sailing boat. That's really, there's about 5 layers there. And I also made little vests. These are 3 pieces of paper or cardstock. So they're 3 pieces of cards. So you've got the tie, you've got the front panels, which are attached to the back, and then the collar. So that, and then you just put them together. I'll just show you how it works. I think it's actually 2 pieces of paper. So you open the collar like that, and then you, oh, the tie just fell off. That's how old it is. I have to put that back on. I'll have to put that back on. Oh, that's sad. And I don't have any glue handy. So my double-sided tape has failed. Okay, so what it is, it's just a piece of card that's cut. It's just a piece of card shaped like that. And then all you do is fold it. So you fold that one in, then this, and then you fold the collar over, and of course the tie is separate, and you just match that to the little piece here. And you, yeah, so I'll have to glue that one. I'll have to leave that one out. And what I use these for, guys, is either for a man's, just for a man, if you want to give him a card to say hello or whatever you want to give it to him for. And I make them all in different colours. Now you can also use these, what I've liked to use them for is a dinner party. So you give each guest one of these, right? Now you can feminise them. You can make these for the men that you invite, and you can make girl ones. Now I've also done ones where I've embossed the vest and stuck that on, and I have done them in different colours, and in blue, and also like a navy type colour, which is that, so it's like a uniform. So you get the idea. So you can either have plain or embossed, all different colours, all different embossing, and you get different patterns. And then you can just use them, as I said, like for a dinner party. They open. See, all the little things are falling off. So you use them for a dinner party. So you have on there where, when, what to wear, whether you want it to, well, you would use that for a formal dress-up party. And I will leave that out because I have to glue them. And no doubt all of these will need gluing Yes, I can see that that one's fallen off. Those are okay, and this one's okay. These are okay. Yeah, so there you go. So lovely little cards that you can use for invites. Okay, we can put those away. Next up, oh, we just did the boy ones. Wow, guys, we're moving right along. It's an hour already. Now, the other ones that I did was I made up some little memo pads. So all it is just a piece of paper which you fold, and it's folded in a way so that you can pop a little pen in, which is just these little pens that you can buy. You can't always get them, but anyway. And then you just buy a big pad of these, you know, they're a pad that just rip off. They just rip off. And they're just, you know, they're joined here. So you just buy, and I think they come in big blocks like that. You just take off enough to fit in, and you make little memo pads that people can put in their handbag. My mum loves these. I have given her 2 already, and I make the 3-dimensional picture on there, just like I have on the cards. And it's a nice little, you know, they can use it as a shopping list, which is what Mum uses it for. You can just give it as a gift. You know, make up a little pack like I said before. You can make up little packs, put it in a little folder and give it as a gift. And I also make these. So this is a little set, and I make the little gift tags. I make the little box, and I'll show you what it is. And on the back, I take a photo of the cards that are inside the pack so they can see what they're buying. And I used to sell these, but haven't done. I've kept these for now. But I'll show you what it is. Oh, I don't know if I can open it. Open. Okay, the ribbon's not opening because I've put a double knot in it because I'm very efficient. Okay, I shall just pull that open like that. So all I do is just thread that on and make a little label. And so it's got acetate, and there's your first little card. And what these cards are, there's I think 6 cards in here, and they're made from 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper pack. You put 6 cards, 6 envelopes in there. You make the little box, which is, you just, all I did was get the size of the card, make it slightly bigger. You just lay it on the piece of paper, add a little border, and then fold it so that it's glued on here. You just add that little bit, and then you make the lid slightly bigger, same thing, and then you add a bit of acetate inside with double-sided tape. You put the little side bits on so they can lift it. So this was 1 piece of paper, right, and it was the green. So 4 cardstock, 6 cards, right, that you already have. And you just have 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper pack, just a page, right? And you just cut different shapes out of it. And then you add different things to the cards. So this one you cut a little corner. This one you just added 2 pieces. This one you added, and it's a double-sided one. So it's a double-sided page. And then you just use some of it one way, some of it the other way, and you just add pieces different ways, and then just add your accents. And that makes up a 6 card pack that you put in a box. So that's what you end up with. And you gift it. You can gift that to someone, put the lid back on, and they will really appreciate it. Or if you have somewhere where you can sell them, you can sell them online, and sell them online or at a market, and yeah, put a little bit of ribbon on, and you end up with a cute little pack. And I'll show you the one that's my favorite, because they're all different. Now, I found a website online, and they, like, I just look online and find ideas, right? And that's what you got to do. If you want to make a card, you just put in what you want to do and you look online, and 9 out of 10 times you will find something that you can use with your arts. And all I did was I said, I put in how to cut a 12 by 12 inch paper to make 6 cards, and it showed me how. Okay, this is the same thing. This one's got a belly band. This one's just black box that I made and put some paper on it, some nice silver paper. This one has got, now this was also a double-sided, so it had the dots on one side and the green, and this is the pack that I made out of it. So I've got that card, that one, that one. So you can even make just the 4 by 4 inch blocks. So there's 6, 4, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, so you end up with 3, no, that's not right. 3 by 3. 3 by 3. You end up with 4 3 by 3s, and then you use them to make different things. So you can use 1 3 by 3 by making that, and then you can use 1 by making 2 pieces and different, and then you can use 1 that you cut in half and then make it like that. So yeah, so you just cut it all different ways, right? And you end up with a pack of 6 beautiful cards, and it's 1 piece of paper and 6 cards. You just have 6 cards and 1 piece of paper, and you can decorate 6 cards with it. And that's what you do. And that's how you do it. And then you just add your matching envelope colours, and then you add a little accent or a little belly band, which is what I've added so that it stays together. And it makes a beautiful little gift. And I have also gifted gift packs for people if they've been sick, or just as a gift, as a little thank you. If I've gone out to a dinner party, I will give the hostess a bunch of flowers and maybe a little card pack, or I'll give her a bunch of flowers and a bottle of wine or something like that. And then that's another different pack that I made. And I take a photo, put them on my computer, print them, and then put that on the back so they know what's in them. Now, I also bought this card pack. Now, this is a pack that you can buy at Kaisercraft, and in it you will get, it's a 78-piece kit, and it comes with 20 printed A6 blank cards. It has 20 envelopes, so you can make 20 cards, 20 sheets of A5 paper. It comes with 12 A5 sheets of die-cut decoupage designs, so they're the accents that you can add. It came with 2 A5 sheets of die-cut sentiments with specialty foil. It also came with a sheet of chipboard toppers, which was 8 pieces. It came with 1 sheet of rhinestone gems, which was 30 pieces. 1 sheet of adhesive foam squares to make 3-dimensional look, and 1 5-meter roll of printed tape. And they sort of only give you a little bit of an idea here what to do with them. And here, I don't really remember if there was a booklet in there as such. I can't remember. There may have been a little bit of like something to give you ideas, but I don't think there was actually a booklet that said this is how you do it. You just use your imagination. It gives you a little bit of a hint. And out of it I made all of these pretty little cards. So these are what I ended up with. And they're all different, but they're all very pretty, and they're all made with Australian plants. And so you get all the cards, all the envelopes, and you come up with ideas. So you get all these little labels, the tags, you get the little cutouts that have got nothing here, and then you put a little prose on the back of it. I like that one. That's quite nice. And they're just cute. They're very cute cards. And they'd be really nice to give away. Now, some of these cards, I do remember that some of these are the inserts. These papers are supposed to be the insert that goes inside the card. Well, I thought they were too pretty for that, so I cut them up and I actually used them as the backing, and I just put plain white print paper in there because I thought they were too pretty to put inside a card. I thought, no, that looks pretty on the back. So this card would normally just have that, so I put the printed part in there and just added it. Same as this, I just added it to here instead, and then just added some of this, which was my own stuff, because I always add my own. Same as these, the little diamantes, some of them I've added my own. But they're cute, aren't they? And you end up with all these cards. I think I might have ended up, yeah, maybe, I don't know how many I got. So there's heaps of them. And these are really pretty. I like them. These were, again, these were to go inside the card as the insert, and you write on the unprinted side. But I thought they were too pretty for that. So there you go. I made a different card out of it. I made cards out of it that weren't even there. See, look. How pretty. And then that one. And last but not least, that one. Thinking of You. So how many did we end up with? Probably 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 20 cards. So definitely 20. But no inserts. I just used the insert paper as backing. And what I did is I just, as I said, I just put printed printing paper in, and yeah, so that pack was $24.99 at the time, and they sometimes come on special for $17, so you can get them. They still do have this card pack at Kaisercraft. I saw them there the other day, but they are, I think I got mine for $17, but they're back to $24.99, so that's only $1 and a bit for each card, so that's worth it. So I just wanted to show you those. And then we have some journals. Now, I made a whole stack of different journals, and again, I do sell them, but haven't been selling them because I haven't been going to the markets. And I'll just show you the differences. So I make all these. You just make them out of, I think these are the four, they're made out of 4 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock, and then you use papers to decorate them, and they're just all basically ones that come out. So this is just an Australiana one. So what happens is that folds out again, and so it folds out again. And so what I've made is, here I've made a little booklet so that they can write on it. And then here you have little cards, so you can flip them, you can write stuff on them, and then lift it again. They all lift, and you can write stuff on them, and then it folds down. And then here I have added a little card, little envelope. Here you've got little cards that you can pull out and put photos on, front and back. And then that folds back in. That's just got little lined areas there. That one has a little card that you can write on in a little slip pocket. And you can also add little photos here or little words. Here you have another card that you have in a slip pocket. And again, that folds over. And you have another envelope. And it folds out for photos, and another little booklet, and then here you have another slip pocket and another envelope, And that all fits into a little journal. And what was that? Cards. More cards. Okay, so that's a basic 4 12 by 12 card stock journal. So this one's a 3-page one. So this one's slightly smaller, and this is a holiday one. So you can take this one on a day trip or a weekend away, and it's simply, okay, so this one's got your slip pocket to write on, and these have got, I think, lined paper on the back, so you can journal. And again, it folds out. Again, you have little journal pages, and this one, again, you have a little card that you can pop out and write on. So this is perfect for a little weekend away, hence the reason why it's only a 3-page. And then over this side, you have another slip pocket with a card. Oops, it's very hard to do this with one hand. And then it folds out. Again, it folds open. That's for journaling and for photos. A couple of photos in there. And another slip pocket with another card. And so that's lovely for a little weekend away. You can journal your weekend and put a couple of your favourite photos of that getaway. That's another similar one. This one is also a holiday one, and it is the same. It's a 3-page one, and this one has, again, it has the little card. This time it's got the little special different card. More journaling, and it folds out again. So you can journal, 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 photo, photo, photo. And then this one has a couple of cards in there. And then it has, opens up here, folds out again for journaling, and another little couple of cards there and a bookmark. And that's another little holiday one. So they're similar but different. Each one is individual. Each one is different. They're all one-of-a-kind folders. This one is a steampunk. This one is a 4-page journal. It's a bit bigger. So this one folds out, and you have a card in there. It's got the silver paper, and it's more steampunk. So it folds out and folds out again, and it has a little booklet there. This one's a little card, and the card is, what's on the back? Oh, it's just a plain card, that one. This one's got the little pages that open up, so you can write in there. And then we have a photo map. You've got this side, you then have the beautiful steampunk pictures. You've got another card there that opens up, another place for a photo, and more places where you've got cards. This one you can put whatever you want on it. Oops, one just fell out. Oopsie, oopsie. And then in the back you have a lovely steampunk owl and another card for journaling, and that's all steampunkish, and it's got all the little cogs and whatnot, and that's different. That's the back. Cute. And the next folder, actually, when I made it, Little Guy said to me, if you're new to my channel, Little Guy is my 13-year-old grandson. He said, oh, I really like that, I want that. He said, she looks like Argentina. I don't know why he said that, but I thought that was really smart. I thought, wow, he's got something there. Again, I think this one's a 3 journal, maybe a 4, I'm not sure. No, it's a 4. So again, it opens out, plenty of space for photos. You've got your cards in there, you've got your slip pocket with a card, another slip pocket with a card. It folds and it opens out again. More photos, cards, journaling, and another card there that's like a postcard. And it all comes in a folder. And there's the chains I was looking for before. I thought I was going crazy. Okay, this is the thank you one. And this is one that's just a thank you. So it's got all little cards, folds out. So it's got all little sayings, little things in there, little pull-outs, inserts, and it's got more, and then it's got more of that. Oh, over there you can see all my stuff. Look, that's, oh no, you can't see it. You can just see all the mess. Sorry about that. And here's some places where you can put photos, more cards, and a bookmark. And that's just something that you can give somebody who you are thankful for. And this is my one. I was going to use this one on a day trip, hence I've got my name on it. So I'm going to use this one for a day or a weekend away. And again, it's got the little pull-out cards. And then it's got, that folds out. So it's got journaling, another pull-out card, more journaling spaces. I would say that this is a beach getaway, maybe. And then here you got your little card, and more journaling, and that's opens out again, so you can do all your journaling. And I'm going to use that one when I go away somewhere for the weekend, or if I go on a girls' road trip, I can use that. And then I have this one, which is space inspired. Now this is a really thick one. This one's got a 1-inch spine. It's really, really sturdy. It's very thick card based. These ones are just card stock, so it's not as thick. This is actually like card. I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, so it's all space based, right? So this is the one I made. Hang on, I better make sure it's the right way up. Yes, it is. So this one's all space based, right? So this one would be more for a boy, I would say. So it opens up like that. And then you have little spots for your photo mats. And it opens up this way, and you've got more photo mats. And then you have, oops, I'm getting stuck, little cards that you can pull out. And again, it's all space based. So Ticket to the Moon, and on the back I have put just lined ruled paper so that they can journal on it. That also opens up this way, and you have more photo mats and a picture of the spacewalk, and inside is booklets. So this one opens, hang on, so this is actually a little booklet, right? So it opens that way, and I just bought a space pack, space themed book paper pack, and just used it all in here. So you just make up these little folders and put them in. So that's got little astronauts, and then it's got the spaceship. So that's the little booklet. And then, so that folds in, that's there. And then this side, you have your little paper where you can journal, and that folds over. And then they have more of these little cards that they can pull out and write on. It's another lot. And then over here we have an astronaut, and that opens up this way, and it's got the phases of the moon. And then on this side, more pouches for journaling. That folds down. Oops. Oh, it's very awkward doing this like this. And then it opens this way, and more pictures of the moon, and then more little pouches here with cards everywhere. There's a whole heap of them in here. So this, if you pull out all the cards, you have a look. So you make all this so it's all leveled, all little tiers, so they can put photos in there, they can put whatever they want in there. I've just shoved a couple of these cards in for them to start with, but they can certainly throw a whole bunch of cards in there, photos, whatever. And then that opens out that way, and we've got more little spaceships. We've got more little cards that then opens that way, more pictures and more journaling. And then we also have another little booklet they can write in, and then that folds back up, that folds back down like that and like that. Or does it go the other way? Hang on, it goes the other way. Wait a minute. I think it goes that way. And then there's more photo mats, and that's the book. So that's full of great ideas, and I've just forgotten to fold that. Hang on. I've forgotten to fold this one back down over there like that. So this is a great book. It's great. It has a magnetic closure, or no, Velcro closure, sorry, which is just here and here. And as I said, it's an inch thick. It's very heavy. It's like a proper book. And on the back, it even has pictures and a little spot where they can write on. And all of my handmade stuff comes with my little signature. And I thought this was one of my favourites. This is one of my favourite books. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of that one yet. It'd have to be someone really special. Maybe little guy, he hasn't seen it yet. And I wanted to show you an example of what a used journal looks like. Now, those of you who have been with me know that last year in October I went to America. I went to the US, and I first went to New York, and I went to New York Comic Con the day after I arrived, and I met a few Doctor Who characters like David Tennant, Michelle Gomez, and Karen Gillan. And then I went to Florida, went and did the whole Space Kennedy station, whatever, you know what I mean, Kennedy Space Station thing. And I also went on a Caribbean, 8-day Caribbean cruise. And it was a Doctor Who cruise, and on it I met Doctor Who characters. I met one of the Doctors from the classic series, which was Sylvester McCoy. I also met the late Michael Jaston, who passed away 2 weeks after we came back. But it was an honour to have met him. He played the Valeyard. And we also met some of the monster crew, we call them. They were some guys who play Cybermen, they play Daleks, they play the Teller. Wonderful bunch of guys. One of them gave me a t-shirt, and thank you very much for that, John Davey. And so, because I knew I was going on that cruise, I made a journal, a Doctor Who journal. So this is the one that I made. So this is the Silence. And one of the guys that was on board actually played the Silence. And so I got him to sign it. And of course, I didn't meet, I have met Peter Capaldi, but not on this trip, but I just stuck that on there because I didn't know who the guests were. They weren't, they gave us clues on some of the guys that were there, but not all of them. So this is what I've done with, this is a 4-page journal. However, this one was one of the same as the ones that I made here, but I have added stuff. So it's all Doctor Who based, right? So of course it's got the silvery paper because it's supposed to be, you know, ethereal or whatever. But so I'll show you what I have done. So in my slip pocket, I have the little cards, right? I'll just show you what I have done. Now, on the front, I got the guy who played his double to sign. This guy plays his double when the stunts were done. So I got him to sign that one because he played it. And I got this guy, so this is one of the guys. His name is Simon Carew, and Simon Carew plays all of these characters, has done these characters in the episodes. And so I got him to sign his card, and I popped it into my little pouch here. And that's one of the Doctor Who monsters, so I put him in there. And I've added a little card that I can write on, which I haven't done yet because I've been slack. And I got, okay, so the next guy is, oh, where have I got him? Okay, I haven't got Gareth there yet. Okay, so I'll forget about that yet. So then you open it up, and this was the cruise that I went on. So it was a sci-fi Doctor Who cruise, and we went to all those places, and the t-shirt that I was given has this on it. So that was really nice. So that was in there. And then you open that up, and all these little bits fall out because that's what it does. So, oh, this is painful. Hang on. It's all folding out, folding out, folding out. Okay, so I'll open it up to show you. So I'll open it up here first. So this bit folds up. This is the bit that I added, right? Now, Sylvester McCoy was the 7th Doctor, and he's in his 80s, and we met him and we spent a week with him, and he signed this card that he had, and he left me a little message, and he said, unlimited rice pudding, love, Sylvester. So he was the 7th, as it says down here, the 7th, see, 7th, and that's him. So he gave me that. So what I did is we had to pay for his original signature that we got, which was I think it was a photo we picked out, and he signed it. And then because I made this book, I said, oh, I've got a card, can you please sign it, and can you write me a little message? Which he did, and then I've laminated it. And he's also signed his little blurb that was in the little booklet that we got when we were finding out about the cruise, and he signed that as well. Now, I'm also meeting Sylvester. He's coming to Australia in November, and I'm going to go and see him again because he's my buddy now. Okay, and then this guy is Ross Mullen. He's my man. So this is his little blurb, right, that came with the cruise. And I got him to sign it, and I laminated it, and he played the silence. So silence will fall. And then I got him to give me a little thing, and he said, to Diane, it has been a great joy cruising with you. All the best, Ross Mullen. So I get them all to give me a little note and to say something to me, right? So that's that one. And then we have this one, which is, this one was Michael Jaston, who sadly passed away. and he was 89. The day that we got off the cruise, he turned 89, and he passed away 2 weeks later. And Michael Jason said, "God bless you and Australia," and he signed it. So that was from him. So that's really special because he's no longer with us. And then Sylvester also signed this one for me. And then we have John Davey, and he played Daleks, and he's also played other characters. That's his little blurb. He's the one that gave me the t-shirt, so thank you very much, John Davey. And that's also got, this is material fabric of a TARDIS, which is, I've also put that on there. And then this opens up to this page, so I'll just put that out of the way. And this is also material. I made some masks, COVID masks out of material, Doctor Who material. And in here we have, so that's a weeping angel. And in it I had Abby Eek, who is one of the monster crew. She wrote, "Diane, just wanted you to know that you're the most amazing person I've met. You kept me laughing and smiling this entire trip, and I appreciate you and your heart so much. Please keep in touch." And she's even given me her phone number, which I will cover, and then she signed it. Now, what we didn't know is that Abby had lost her father just before the cruise sailed, and we didn't know. And so she was pretty down, but she still had beautiful words to say. And this is one of the monsters on the Orient Express. This is from one of the fellow ladies who joined the cruise as a passenger. Her name is Kim, and Kim and her husband Jason live in Tampa in Florida, and I haven't been able to contact them. And so Kim and Jason, if you are okay, please let me know. I've tried to contact you on Facebook. I really hope you're okay, because I know the first hurricane hit you pretty badly, and I'm just really concerned and can't contact you, and I'm really worried about you. So please, I hope everything's okay. Anyway, she said it was awesome meeting you from across the world. Let's keep in touch, and she's got her information on there. And also another lady who was on the cruise. She was our neighbour, and we didn't know until the last day, the second last day, which was a shame. And she's from Canada, and her name is Christine. And she said it was great meeting you, and almost dropping your iPad in the ocean. It's colonial. Us colonials must stick together. So what happened is, it's true, I almost did drop my iPad in the water because we found out that she was living next door to us, so we had balcony rooms, and she was showing me how to airdrop stuff, and I didn't know how to do it, so she was trying to show me how to do it. And of course I'm with my iPad over the balcony, and there's the water, and she's doing it through her balcony, and there's a wall. And so yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was insane, but anyway. And then we had Gareth Weekly, who was one of the monster crew, and he said, "Diane, thank you for joining us on this wonderful adventure. It's been a blast. Hope to see you again. Take care." So he was one of the guys, and I can't seem to find his card. Anyway, oh, there it is. No, that's, oh yes, here. This is Gareth Weekly. So he signed his little blurb. And then we have, of course, Fraser Hines was on board. He was the second Doctor's companion, and that's the second Doctor there. And this is the second Doctor. This is Fraser Hines. Fraser Hines played a character called Jamie McCrimmon, and he was from Scotland. And of course, the second Doctor's name is, I can't think of it at the moment. Oh, isn't that shocking? Okay. So, Patrick Troughton. Okay, so this was Jamie's Fraser Hines. Now with Fraser, when we went to Mexico, we went and did tequila shots with him. He doesn't want anyone to know, although he didn't probably have any, but we did. And then we have beautiful, over here we have Fraser Hines also signed my book here, Run Jamie, because that was his character. And Dane Reed, Tim Dane Reed, who is currently filming with Doctor Who. He is this little fella here, and he plays a lot of characters. You will notice, if you do watch Doctor Who, you'll recognise him. He signed my paper there. And then last but not least, I made these two little cards. And John Davey did this one. He actually drew me a little Dalek and put exterminate. And this one was from Dan Harris, who was the organizer, and he said he was the one that organizes all these sci-fi cruises, and they do one every year. And he just says, "Love you, Diane, our furthest flung fans. Safe travels always." And he said that because we were the only Australians on board, and the cruise leaves from Florida at Port Canaveral. And so that was the end of the book, and I had all the different Cybermen, and one of the characters played Cybermen, and I think that's Monsters Rule. That was Tim Dane Reed. He put that on there because he plays Cybermen sometimes. And that's my book. So that's what you can do with it. That's what I've done with mine, of course. And yeah, so this folds out, of course. There's all different little areas, and then that folds up. So I've still got to write some stuff in there. Now we have just recently met Fraser Hines again. We went and saw him a couple of weeks ago. And we did see him 2 weeks after we got back to Australia. He came and did a Comic-Con, so we went and saw him. And we've just seen him again. And we're going to go see Sylvester McCoy again. So yeah, that's what you can do with these books, and I love it. And this is one of my prized possessions. Oh, and Dominic Lynn was also one of the characters on board, and he does Doctor Who music. And he also left me a message, and it said, "To Diane, happy cruising." So he also put that in there. So yeah, so it was a wonderful trip. Wonderful, wonderful people. They were all very humble, very beautiful people. Down to earth, really easy to talk to. And this is my prized possession. And will go into my Doctor Who collection. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that's my haul. Well, not really a haul, but that's my video. And I hope you enjoyed looking at some of my ready-made gifts that I have made and cards that I've created. Maybe you have gotten some ideas out of that. Yeah, so I've made heaps more, but I've got too much to show. So I will do another video in the future of other things that I've made. Maybe I'll do one of some of the dolls that I've made, some of the reborn dolls that I've kept that I cannot part with. So I will showcase some of those and show you. And yeah, so that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. Now, as I said, if you're new and you have put up with me for all of this time, there's one fly here. Sorry. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up or thumbs down, and like, and that helps my channel to grow. I still only have about 311 subscribers, so I need more numbers. And yeah, I've enjoyed this, and I love making these videos for you. And just treat each other nicely, be kind, treat one another the way you want to be treated, and the world will be a much better place. Next time, I think I am doing a TEMU haul. I have these 2 bags and a box, and I will do that in the next couple of days. And I will see you again soon, and in the future, very near future, maybe next week, I'll do the reborn dolls. I'll show you some of those. And yeah, that's it. That's my video, guys. 1 hour and 44 minutes. Okay, thanks for watching. Come again soon, please. And I'll see you next time when I'm looking at you. Bye for now.